Hi everyone, Schoolhouse Intuitive. I'm here with a weekly reading for the Libra Collective. Happy almost full moon. I hope this reading finds you well. This is for all placements of Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, etc. We will look into what you can expect this week. Messages for the upcoming week. We're going to start out with some Moonology messages. A fiery climax approaches, Libra. Full moon in Aries. All right. Okay, what else do we have? So, what can we expect? We'll look into messages regarding money, money blocks, blessings, abundance, love, relationships, animals, angel numbers, all that stuff. Crystal of the week. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. So, personal issue, a fiery climax. Oh, wow. Okay. What else do we have? This is exciting already. I love it. Okay. Let's see. What do we have? Oh, wow. If you're looking for a career, money, abundance, opportunity reading, I did one of those last week for you. You could check that out. All right. Prosperity lies ahead. Oh, wow. And I didn't even look at the card yet. Yeah. So there you go. Maybe some of you have prosperity on the mind. So that reading posted last Tuesday. So prosperity lies ahead. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. And let's get one more from the bottom. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sag. All right, so full moon in Sagittarius. All the decks I use are in the description box and the disclaimer, only take what resonates. You have free will, final say. This is the Dark Mansion Tarot, and it's by Tarateca Studios, or Tarateca Studio. All right, there it is. What do you have for the Libra Collective, please? Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, any placement of Libra. Could be feeling left out of something here, Libra. Maybe that's what this personal issue could have to do with, but maybe not. Let's see. You could also be feeling as though finances are tight. I am getting something here about resources, needing maybe some sort of support or wanting support. Let's see what we have, though. Temperance. An angel card that keeps coming up. We keep getting Judgment. We keep getting Temperance, Lovers. The cards featuring angels. Most of them, anyway. All right, so a fiery climax approaches and you have Temperance. So one thing that came up in bottom of the deck, Nine of Pentacles. I love seeing that. That's the personal issue reaches a resolution coming in. Okay, so when we did the yearly reading, I did a Libra yearly reading for you, and at the end of last year, and for May, you did have something here about someone. There could be like matters of the heart, and don't get rattled. There could be conflict with somebody, and now you have a fiery climax approaches right in the middle of May here, right? And by the way, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Happy Mother's Day to you. And anyway, Temperance, Sag energy. We already had Sag come out with look at the big picture. And for some of you, it's like rather than, going off here or like losing it, you might want to see if there's middle ground you can find with a certain situation. The name of the game here is to maintain your balance. Okay. We don't want to go too far to one side or the other, right? Middle ground. And that's for you. This is like just for you. The self-control here, it's like harmony for you. Okay. Having that sort of middle road there, remaining neutral if something doesn't directly involve you could be of benefit, but you do you. You stand up for what you believe in, of course, but Nine of Pentacles here, self-sufficiency here. You could be getting a better handle on finances, feeling as though your goal here is really to develop the prosperity. And what I love is that you then have this prosperity lies ahead card and look at the big picture. Prosperity comes in many forms. We will definitely be pulling money cards, abundance cards throughout the reading too, but this is a really good way to start. It's like I get that some of you can't be dragged down or dragged into some sort of personal, emotional, heated moment or whatever between coworkers or family or even you and your significant other or whatever, because you have you're focusing more on what you have lying ahead of you, like your prosperity, your abundance, your opportunities, the life you're trying to create for yourself and your family, or just yourself. And you're focusing more about on like expanding and like staying in those low vibration energies, or being dragged down into them, isn't going to help you get there into this Nine of Pentacles, um, abundant garden with the lovely home in the background, and she's got her stuff together, you know. I get for some of you that your patience could be tested a little bit, but you know, keep yourself grounded and centered, and know that there's a higher path for you. Like, you know, see the lily, the lotus is here, and the angel wings, and it's kind of like you continue to focus on your ascension, your enlightenment, your awakening. I just heard someone, so I'm clairaudient. I just heard someone say, "I'm sorry, I can't be reached right now," or "Thank you for calling, but so and so can't be reached right now." It's almost like, for some of you, I get that you're just like turning on remember in the old days, you had the answering machine. It's like you're letting things go to voicemail, or you're letting the answering machine get it. Maybe you are screening your calls and things because it's like you just can't be bothered right now, or bogged down, or weighed down. And I get it. And that seems like it's probably a good idea when it comes to a certain situation. Yep, you're focused on work. That's what you have. Clarifying prosperity lies ahead. You actually have the Eight of Pentacles. And it says new moon in Taurus. We just had a new moon in Taurus a couple weeks ago. So really working on something here, getting the wheels in motion for something too. I'm getting there's something about you having a greater appetite for knowledge right now. Maybe you are wanting to go back to school or learn something new. You have the Seven of Wands. You just had this in your most recent reading with me. And this is like, do not back down. Stand your ground, persevere, defend what's yours, defend your point of view, you know, stand firm in your beliefs, your convictions. And we don't have to lose control over it, but, you know, again, temperance, right? But you also, I want to point out, you have 789. Oh, it's actually 987. So those numbers could mean something to you overall. Bottom of the deck, I love this. You have the King of Swords, actually. I thought it was the Queen. It's actually the King of Swords. And this is truth. This is, again, control, discipline. So this is what's clarifying temperance, you know, that, you know, stay clear, you know, keep your head above water, keep your head above the drama, or soar above. You know, I am getting that for you. So stay focused on things here. What else? Two of Cups. Okay. Actually, that would be another card that has divine guidance over it generally, but in this deck, it doesn't. But this could be some sort of unity, partnership, some sharing. You know, they're looking into each other's eyes all lovingly, and they have the lovebirds there and all that. Maybe you are finding love, or a relationship, or a partnership. That's not going to be for everybody. Only take what resonates. I mean, even the worms on this apple, there are two of them. So things could be coming in twos here. Matter of fact, let's get 222. 222, where are you? There you are. Sign of expansion. Taking what you have and making it grow. 2, your spirit, mind, and body, or spirit, mind, and soul are growing. What else do we have? I hear the name Donald, and I heard a name like McMurphy or Murphy. You have the Queen of Swords now. So you have the King and the Queen of Swords. Now, I like a Queen of Swords and I like a King of Swords. When a King of Swords and a Queen of Swords get together, well, sometimes they can both have sharp tongues, and they can both be kind of, cold sometimes. Yeah, it can be sometimes hard. They can be hard to reach each other, even though they're both communicators and analytical and everything. When it comes to like having a relationship together, they sometimes are not always on the same page. And that could be something that you're running into when it comes to your future plans, or your prosperity, or something, or how you're going to make something grow. There may be some resistance from someone who is similar to you or close in your energy. All right, what else do we have? But the Queen of Swords, clarifying the Eight of Pentacles and prosperity lies ahead. I mean, the Queen of Swords is self-sufficient. Absolutely. You have a lot of cards. You have a couple cards here of self-sufficiency. The Queen of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, even the Eight of Pentacles. That's, they're doing it on their own always in that Eight of Pentacles, right? So I feel like you're going at something alone. You're paving the way. You're moving on too. I'm getting like Six of Swords energy. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. You have the Hermit card. Yeah, I said go on your own. There's the Hermit. So Seven of Wands, clarified by the Hermit, Virgo energy. This is, your own higher wisdom, you guiding your own way, listening to your own inner voice. All right, because you know things, and that's why, like, you don't have to. Not everybody has to agree with you or even understand you or where you're headed. What's more important is that you see the way. You're finding your way through whatever this is, through your life. This thing we call life, right? This is your own spiritual solitude, your own search for the truth. What truth means to you, what being true to yourself means to you. There is an element here where we don't want to take too long, though, on something and miss an opportunity. I am feeling that too. And you have the Five of Cups. This one's been coming up a lot for us. Who or what do you need to let go of? Like, what sort of, is there something emotionally that you haven't moved past? Are you afraid to leave somebody behind or sad to do that? There could be a period of mourning happening for you. You could be feeling as though like I said in the beginning of the reading, I was feeling almost like Five of Pentacles, like kind of left out. I feel like there's an energy here with this too, where just feeling kind of unfulfilled emotionally, unfulfilled emotionally. And it could be, I'm hearing clairaudiently, you're down to your last option. Some of you may be feeling that, or you're down to your last of something. Oh, okay. And I said, didn't I say I felt Six of Swords? Well, here's the Six of Swords. So maybe when you thought all hope was lost, you have an opportunity to leave something behind, move on, transition, relocate. There are brighter days ahead when it comes to the Six of Swords. And that's what's on top of the Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. Moving on, right? Moving forward, so that, because the focus is to have that. It's for some of you, there's nothing wrong with wanting it all, wanting the happy home, the happy relationship, good health, fun, wanting having the comfort, security, stability, some finances here, finances in order. That's great. That's your dream. Keep it alive. What else do we have? You're not asking for too much. Now, this card has been coming up and up and up. That and Judgment. We keep getting Four of Pentacles, Judgment. And with the Four of Pentacles, some of you may feel as though you have nothing left to give in a certain situation or relationship. Nothing left to give. Yeah. Oh, ouch. Because I feel as though some of you have felt that you've put your energy and resources into the wrong situations, maybe. But you have to let that go. You have to forgive yourself for that. Oh boy. And there's the Tower. There it is. For some of you, I feel you're actually discovering that the only way you're going to have that dream, that everything that we just talked about is as a result of a tower. Having to, there's upheaval, having to rebuild, having to let go of something. For some of you, moving out. I am getting that. I'm getting moving out, moving on. Because you have the Six of Swords too, as I said. And, it could tie into that King, Queen of Swords. They just can't communicate. There's just something where it's just teamwork is not making this dream work for some reason. And so for some of you, it's like you're going it alone. And you're not afraid of of shaking things up anymore. There it is, the Chariot. There you go. You have this higher perspective about how you're going to move forward with or without someone. These horses are not really necessarily even heading in the same direction, but this person is still very much moving forward. So whether someone agrees with your departure or not, I get for some of you, you're leaving. You're moving on. Okay. What else do we have? You have the Star card. There it is, the Star card. We keep getting this. So Aquarius energy, I feel like you realize you can only do so much where you are. You can't rebuild from the same materials, okay? You have to start fresh. Sometimes we have to start all together like something brand new. And that is what's going to open the doors for you. And that's what's going to deliver this life that you want. So if you're considering doing something new, I feel as though we're getting indication here that maybe it is worth investing in this new thing, whatever it is. Because it's like you can only get so far where you are, it seems. That's just because you have the sign of expansion too. All right. Now, again, it won't all resonate with all of you, okay? But we keep getting the Hermit and the Star card together too. Now, if you've been watching every reading, you know the Hermit and the Star card are coming out together a lot. Watch this be Judgment. We keep getting Judgment. Okay, Seven of Cups. So the Hermit and the Star, though, I do want to talk about that for a moment because they say, the Hermit has the star in his lantern, but not on this particular card, not on this deck. But it is it's like everything you need to heal, to have the dream, to make it happen, you have within you. You already have it within you. So you don't need to even look to outside resources for answers because you know what to do here, Libra. You know what to do. You know that you've outgrown something, or that you're ready for the next thing, or that maybe you're ready to retire, but it's like we only have so much life to live. We don't know exactly how many days, right? You have 777s too. So I do want to let you know that is a sign of divine guidance. Okay. You do have a sign of divine guidance here coming into your reading with 777s. And this is connecting with your spiritual guides. And that's exactly the Star card, the Hermit card. That's what we're doing here with those cards. You have a lot of major arcana cards. So whatever this is, I feel as though, yes, it's a big deal. And it has to do with your abundance, with your they just gave me that word when you combine education, and they're calling it edumacation. So I don't know if like you had someone in spirit who used to say edumacation instead of education, but there is something here about possibly needing to learn something new, or wanting to, getting brother energy too. Older male, a male older than you too. Maybe even in spirit. Oh, there it is. Ding, ding, ding. There it is. Every single reading now, Judgment. So Judgment card coming into this reading too. And it's you're having to make the decision now. Making that maybe what you consider to be a tough decision. Maybe it really is a very difficult, challenging decision for you to make. It's, you can see in the card, generally people are rising up from their coffins. Maybe you feel as though you're rising up from something that didn't bring you much joy or love, much vitality, something again that kind of you've definitely outgrown. This is rebirth and inner calling is what this is. And I love seeing it with the Star card too, because that's another card about your inner calling and, healing and rebirth and the clarity you need here. This is, angels blowing horns, trumpets. Here it's a saxophone, and that's about answering the call from within and your own awakening. You're waking up to something. You're receiving divine guidance. This is, the trumpet calls us to get up, to wake up to something. We need to wake up to this, right? Wake up call. Absolutely. It's a big wake up call. I feel we're shedding old patterns. That's what the coffins represent. Shedding our old selves. This is, this is about, like a collective awakening too, because there's a group here, right? So maybe as the collective consciousness shifts, you can't stay, you can't ignore this any longer. You're ready to expand, like with 222. You're ready to be, again, the divine guidance here. You're connecting with higher frequencies, and I feel as though for a lot of you, like you're tired of window shopping, so to speak. It's a metaphor, right? You want to actually go in and get what you want. And for whatever reason, whatever you've been in, whatever mindset or relationship or job or whatever it is, you haven't been able to. You've kind of like, you've just had to keep it small and keep yourself sort of dim on a little bit, or not able to really grow and expand the way you want to. You've had to like kind of keep it small, you know. But with the Seven of Cups, like, you have options. You know, you have a lot of options before you. You have, you know, seven again. So 777, as I said. This is about some of the choices here are good and some aren't so good. And I feel for some of you, you're struggling with trusting yourself again. Okay, so this is about having all kinds of different possibilities, but make sure you're not letting something cloud your judgment. That's why for some of you, it's imperative you get out of the situation you're currently in, because you can't make a good choice while you're there, because you're automatically being influenced by whatever crummy energy is around. This is only going to be for some of you, okay? I'm not trying to say you're crummy, your life's crummy, nothing like that. Okay, this is about challenges and obstacles possibly being in the way, but it's also about strategy. It's about reflection. It's definitely about spirituality, and how do we move forward, right? How do you move forward? Use your discernment, okay? Use your discernment. But again, this is a week yet again where I think for some of you, you may have even had it, not to sound like, oh, I'm so great. I'm not. I channel these messages. I can't even take credit for this. I'm the channeler, okay? But these come from, these are divinely guided messages, okay? And I feel for some of you, you came to this reading and something I just said, like, that was it. You realize maybe that, like I just said, you can't really count on yourself to make a good decision about your future while you're still in something that's like not supportive of growth. That could be clouding your judgment. Something or someone in your energy telling you you're not good enough, or you'll always be here, or having so many burdens and tasks at hand in your current situation that you can't even imagine like what's out there, because you're so inundated with what's going on. And I feel like I'm speaking to a lot of you right now. So sometime, maybe if you can't get away, at least get out and like go for a walk and like get by the water, or do what you need to do to get clear, because some of you, you're not even giving yourself, you don't even have, or someone's not giving you the space to just think and be alone and be you, and like just like breathe and let it out, and cry if you need to, do what you need to do, right, to get clear so you really can make a good decision. But for some of you, and I'm going to be honest here, and I get it. This has happened to me numerous times in my life when I wasn't doing what I needed to do for myself in order to grow and have, you know, the life that, you know, that I'm supposed to have, or whatever. Towers will come in. And unfortunately, I feel like with the Tower and Judgment card and all that, yeah, we can almost like count on that happening. We're gonna have to readjust, and we keep getting that as a message too. Like, adjustments are required right now. If something is not working, we have to address it now. It's kind of like we can't ignore this anymore. It's a major wake up call to something that we absolutely must change now. And with these cards here, I feel the energy is supporting it now. It's supporting your move forward. It's supporting any actions you're taking, any change you want to make. I feel as though the energy is certainly supporting it. Again, you have divine guidance. So that's the heart of the matter here. Okay, I don't feel like I need to go even further. I mean, once Judgment came out, I'm like, oh, here we go again. We're getting the same message over and over. So let's get some Moonology manifestation cards. We're going to get more information about how to help with this transition here. All right. Release your blocks. Yeah, there we go. Here, we're just going to keep getting the same messages. Scorpio energy here. Release the blocks. Go for it. My goodness. I mean, this is like laughable, isn't it? This is awesome. I love it. Aries energy. I mean, we're just the same one. Assess the situation. Again, adjustments are needed here. Virgo energy. And be humble. First quarter moon in Leo. Again, you don't need to announce your plans either. You just need to do it for some of us, okay? And relax. Sure. Okay. Yeah, let's relax. Right? No, but it can be, like I said, there's the water here, Cancerian energy. Cancerians, they're nurturers. Like, take care of you. Got to take care of yourself, right? So let's see, what kind of blocks do we need to release here? What else? What do we need to release? Oh, wow. Okay. So, oh my goodness, I already spoke about this in the reading. So it says you can have it all. Remember, I was talking about you want the relationship and the job and the home and all that. Yeah, well, you can. Maybe your love life is somehow causing you to get sidetracked or off balance. Seek a better balance between work, life, love. Take time to make yourself a priority and realize you don't have to sacrifice your success to have love. And also, you may feel as though the universe is saying, you start off with temperance here. Learn to be patient. Some of you could be trying to rush success or rush a big change or a big move or something. You're not going to get the results you want. You're not going to get success that lasts. You need to stop trying to achieve overnight. Focus on steady progress. Celebrate those small wins, okay? You also have wrong path and bad decisions. So you can make better decisions. You can right some of the wrongs we've made in life. But most of all, I urge you, please forgive yourself. Please forgive yourself. And if you ignored your intuition in some way, and you're suffering the effects of that, again, you have to, how can you raise your vibration now from that? You realize you made a mistake. Okay. We don't want to just keep beating ourselves up over it, right? We want to make sure that you somehow you're going to get back on track here. So how can you get back on track? Make sure you're honoring red flags that are trying to make you aware that something's not right. I did a reading last Thursday about red flags and warning, not this one, sorry, the one before. And it was all about like taking precautionary measures. You'll see the thumbnail if you look for it, but it was like, yeah, you needing to take some sort of precautionary measures. There were a lot of warnings that came in with that reading. I don't normally get readings like that, but I did this time. Let's see what else we have coming in for you. Let's look into maybe career prosperity, some more advice from spirit. This is the purposeful career and money deck, I think. Perfection. So you'll do much better than you expected. So show yourself compassion, be kind to yourself. There could be a perfectionist in you that's making it so that you don't want to try something new. Like, well, it's not, what if I mess up? What if I make a bad decision or pick the wrong path or the wrong person again, right? What if, what if you don't? What if it all works out, right? What if it all works out? And then you have spell work here. So there's something here about using magic spells or manifesting power, being strong. So basically, yeah, what you speak about, you bring about. That's what they mean by spell, like you're spelling it out. So yeah, be wary of what you say, okay? Just be mindful of your words at this time. Words cast spells, whether you're into spell work or not. We spell it out to the universe. So we want to be careful how we talk to ourselves too, and about ourselves. And then we have persistence. Your persistence will pay off. Don't give up. So yeah, come from a mindset of I can, I will, I do, I am, right? You're doing it. You're doing it. You may not see progress overnight, but you're doing it. You have media here coming in as well for you. And this is stepping into the spotlight and getting seen. Have the courage to be on stage. This could be about getting more publicity, increasing your finances in that way. So actress, radio host, podcaster, singer, model, any mass media job even. One more for this. Beauty. Oh my goodness. Okay. I knew this would come out. That's why I've said that. They gave me, I heard the word beauty and then this card came out. So somehow your looks will boost your earning power. So your inner world must match your outer world for things to change, though. You have to really believe it, okay? So this is also careers in makeup artists, hairstylists, cosmetics, anything that enhances others' beauty or your own. Maybe you do makeup reviews. I don't know. Maybe you want to. Let's get a crystal of the week. Crystal of the week is Golden Healer Quartz. Open the door. Oh, I love this reading. Open the door. You're at the door. Open it. Here we go. Let's get a relationship card or so. I feel like we already talked about that. Okay, you have Cracking open, breaking point, under pressure, emotional instability. Yeah. Some of you really may feel you're at your breaking point here. Or again, it's a relationship. And all the crackling here, it makes me think of the tower. For some of you, it could just be a big shift in a relationship that's important to you. And you have making a move and regrets or guilt here. So I feel your past could be preventing you from making a move. All right. You could be just, again, trying to be such a perfectionist and get it exactly right. You're afraid of making a mistake, so you're not making any moves. That could be something too. I've been there. I get it. I understand that fully. I mean, I don't know you, but I know what it was like for me. So anyway, high vibe deck. How do we stay high vibing during what could be a kind of a little bit of a difficult time here, possibly? A new focus. If you're unhappy in your job, in your relationship, or with your body, find something about it that does make you happy, or move on, I'm going to say. For example, I really like the filtered water at work, or it makes me happy that my partner takes out the trash, or it's so great my legs can carry me around town. When you focus on things like that, you change your body's response. So the situation might not be different, but your perspective will be, and you will feel better. Exactly. Like if you can't get out of something, how can you mentally get out of it? Like how can you make it so it's not affecting you or impairing your judgment in any way? One more. You also have friendly chat. So have a friendly chat with someone. Schedule a time or go for a walk. We're social beings, even the most introverted of us. So see if you can get some sort of conversation going. Maybe for others, it'd be journaling or something too. Other messages for us. Actually, I want to use the abundant career deck or abundant life fortune telling, whatever. Abundant wealth, it says. So congratulations, you have much to be admired for, having everything money can buy, having built an empire with a legacy that will endure for generations. You had that in your money reading that I just did for you a week ago. And adjustment, you had this too, I believe, and I just shuffled. So this is about old ways no longer being effective. You're on the stage. It requires a new approach, a new viewpoint, different partnership. Okay, something's got to give here. Again, the wake-up call here is something needs to change, and you know it. You know this has to happen. So embrace the opportunity for growth and change. Keep getting the same cards because maybe some of us haven't received the message, like really made something about it, done something about it. All right, let's see what else we have. You have your angel cards. I'd like to get your animal cards for you. I've been trying to keep your readings a little bit shorter. We'll do divine guidance. Because it's much nicer weather, and today's Mother's Day, and just things coming up, and I just felt like maybe people don't want to have like 1 hour long readings, so I'm trying to accommodate others. I'm trying to accommodate you, basically. This star, my goodness, just keep getting same messages, same stuff. So star, shoot for the stars. Don't you dare settle for fine. Set your sights higher. You deserve better. You have to believe it, though. You have to believe it, right? Corny as it is, you have to believe it to achieve it. All right, what else do we have? You have Dragonfly, my goodness. Card 49, Cosmic Destination. This is about your soul star chakra. That's going to be a little bit above your crown chakra, okay? We have more chakras than just the main 7 you know about, okay? Expand your thinking. Dream beyond what you believe is realistic. A higher path is waiting to unfold for you. Let your soul guide you. It's what the whole reading's all about. So that's what I have for you. I'm wishing you a happy week ahead. Thank you so much for being here.